think it's 25-8 in free throws. We have to match their physicality, but I also feel like the home officiating also will change because it just cannot be like this. We can control what we can control. We got to be better, like I said. And then offensively, we got stagnant.
Sorry, coach, that's not why Canada lost today's game. Yes, the Olympics are in Paris. That gives France a huge home court advantage. But there was no blatantly biased officiating to the point where it had to be called out. We're going to get into it and break down the game. Obviously, Canada and France, if y'all know, have a huge historical history that goes back hundreds of years ago. However, in 2024, it looked like France dominated Canada to the point where they marched right back in Quebec again. I also got to keep it real with y'all. As you know, if you subscribe to my page, I made a video saying that I thought Canada was going to move on and face America in a gold game or at least a medal game, and that did not happen. Got to tip my head off once again to France. But there was things I said in that video where I critiqued Canada, and it showed up again in today's game. Let's get into it. So in the first quarter, a player on France by the name of Cordonnier right out of the gate was hot, and really throughout the whole game he maintained that heat. He hit 2 easy transition 3-pointers, and they were both wide open. Nobody contested it, and Canada either got lost in transition trying to pick up who was open, or they just didn't really care and thought he wasn't a threat. That wasn't Canada's big mistake though. That's just to start off little things that I noticed. And in the first, Canada's offense looked really stagnant. They struggled to get shots. They were settling for a lot of 3-pointers in my opinion. I'll give credit to France. They played zone defense quite often throughout the game. I believe from what I saw, it threw Canada off. They didn't get those easy baskets sneaking behind the defenders as you should when you're trying to attack the zone, or getting right in the middle and getting a nice easy mid-range shot. That also led to a lot of sloppy passes they were making, not only in the first, but really throughout the whole game. I'm talking passes where it was sailing out of bounds, didn't have a chance for whoever it was intended to catch it. And at the end of the first, let's stay right there, they scored 10 points. I said in my other video prior that Jamal Murray cannot be coming off the bench. He's too good, he's too talented, and for you to think that you could just rely on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and some other guys around him to generate offense in that starting lineup, I don't think that was a smart move. This isn't a Team USA where you have so much exceptional talent that you could sacrifice one player since you have another one that is just as skilled and could come in and look like a superstar. Now, as the game progressed, I'm starting to notice that 2 players on France, Lazort and Yabusele, are dominating the paint. They're using their strength and just backing every Canadian player down, getting to the rim, easy basket, picking up fouls, getting to the free throw line. And I don't know how tall these guys are, but they look and played very strong. This is where I got to look at the Canadian coach again and say, man, you got to come out of this small ball lineup. You have to play a Kelly Olynyk and a Dwight Powell, or a Dwight Powell and a Ken Burch. You need 2 big men because you're struggling to guard these guys to the point where I don't believe they are elite post players or guys who could just torch you down in the paint. But there was plays where it looked like now you got to double team them. Credit to France once more, they exploited that matchup. Now notice I'm over 3 minutes in the clip and I haven't even mentioned Victor Wembanyama. That's how well France executed their game plan, or how bad Canada may have played. Victor didn't even need to score or make an impact in the game. And they had Evan Fournier come in, he hit some really big shots, gave them some instant offense. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that's another name I didn't mention right away because he looked like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He did everything that I thought he would. He tried to put the team on his back. He started off a little bit slow, but after, when they got to the second, third, and fourth quarter, he was doing his thing. I do have to say though, he missed 2 free throws in the fourth that would have got the game down to 4 points, and if that happened, who knows, maybe Canada would have snuck out and won. That didn't happen. I got to get back to Jamal Murray though, and even though I've been arguing that he needs to be in the starting lineup, and even towards the end of the game I thought there was moments where he was still sitting on the bench too long and he should have been out there, especially with the team down. He didn't play good. He didn't have a good shooting game. He was missing shots. He wasn't that playoff Jamal Murray that we all know to be. There was also times where he was targeted defensively. You know, if he was guarding Yabusele or Lazort, they definitely threw the ball down to either one of those guys if they saw someone like a Murray. You know, it just overall wasn't a great game. He did have a good defensive play too, I think, when he was guarding wembanyama, I remember. But overall, he could have played much better. In conclusion, my thoughts are France executed a really good game plan to the point where they didn't need to feature Victor Wembanyama a lot on offense. They didn't need to play a whole lot of Rudy Gobert. Cordonier, apparently a rotation player. They threw him out there at the right time. That looked like a great choice, as you can see, the game that he had. They mixed in zone defense, man-to-man. Overall, can't say too much bad that France did. I do think, however, Canada had a lot of self-inflicted wounds, but it is what it is. They lost. Like, subscribe, share, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this game. If you're from Canada, holla at me. Did you like how Canada played? What did you see? What do you think needs to improve? If you're from France, let me know what you like about your team, the victory moving forward, and salute. Also, if you are still here, hit the description up and check out the Mamba Mentality book by Kobe Bryant. There's an Amazon link for it. It's a great book where Kobe's breaking down the game from his perspective. And as always, peace. Salute for listening.